keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. Can't take you serious, you acting petty, making me laugh like Ed and Eddie. Run out the truth when things are too heavy, like Kevin Hart, he wasn't ready. I take a bullet, I die for my people. You pull the trigger just to get equal. Most of you people fall out cause it's hard. Take pressure like Joe, I'm on my job. I can believe it, in spiritual Egypt, my people are evil than ever before. They kill a nigga with chicken like damn, bruh, I can't even walk to the store. Baby out here screaming, Jesus, I love you, when I know that it's a whole bunch of noise. I can make the world do whatever I want with the spirit of Christ. I got the force. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again.
I got it. This is a limited edition. No more crack cook in the kitchen. You cannot fathom the picture. The gods on the earth, the immortals are with you. You cannot even the eyes. See that the kingdom is ours. Better make haste, you'll be down if you're not keeping these laws. I'm fighting these demons, I'm fighting these heathens. Got a long way to go. Whatever was written was always written. Step and I against the ropes. Confusion of faces like mannequins. Arrange things like Mandarin. That probably went over their ears. But I'm back again, demolition man.
I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again.
That boy Kanye, he a con. Confused, the blackity blonde. I think he was in Vietnam. He get in the fight, he'll probably run. We do it for real, he do it for fun. We sit at the table, he begging for crumbs. He touching my plate, you know that ain't safe. He nuts, the vegan, the native mistake. Well done, my faithful servant for roasting this straight giant turkey. Confront him by his blasphemy, then vroom, that Kardashian. I ain't a regular rapper, every bar cold, maybe it register after. I know he probably ignore this, but till you repent, just save all that shit for the toilet.
I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again. I gotta keep my integrity. I gotta walk like a man. You better speak up when you talk to me. You better lift up your chin. I'm about to take over the globe. I got the whole world in my hand. I've been here before, that's the reason he sent me to do it all over again.
Shalom, shalom, Most High Christ bless. Welcome back to Four Corners News. Disclaimer, Esau is the devil. That's right. Hey, we going straight into it. Let's go to the main topic because y'all been hearing about it. Nick Cannon is the latest entertainer
Here we go.
to step out on that dangerous ledge of speaking this truth out here, okay? So, hey, pull it up. Let's see what happened to him. Read that for us, officer.
Forbes News. Nick Cannon unmasked. Star spreads anti-Jewish theories. Criticizes Rothschild's
Red man.
on his YouTube show.
So he's out here doing anti-Jewish. Go ahead. Go down. Let's read that real quick.
Over the weekend, a recent YouTube video hosted by media megastar Nick Cannon raised eyebrows for trafficking in anti-Semitic conspiracies, conspiracy theories, and anti-Jewish rhetoric. In doing so, the popular host of Fox, The Masked Singer, and former host of NBC's America's Got Talent, added fuel to the already simmering debate about the state of black Jewish relations in America.
Black Jewish relations in America. Okay, all right, go ahead. Read on.
In the episode of the YouTube show, Cannon's Class, filmed with rap figure Richard Professor Griffin.
Hey, I didn't know. Now, see, I'm a youngin. I didn't know Professor Griff was first in the NWA. Not NWA, but Public Enemy. He was in Public Enemy back in the day. Because all the videos they show now, you don't really see Professor Griff at all. It's like they only push. What's that dude? What's the little black Flavor Flav? Yeah, Flav. Burnt Crispin one, yeah. And Chuck D, right? Fight the Power, right? All that stuff. You don't really see Professor Griff. So he was in Public Enemy, right? All right, go back to it. And he got put out. I don't know if this article is going to mention it. Yeah, I think it mentions it. Go play, read that. In the discussion.
In the discussion with Griffin, who was expelled from the popular hip-hop band Public Enemy after himself making anti-Semitic comments in 1989 Washington Times interview.
So him, now look, check, cause remember, Cube spoke on this before in an interview back in the 90s that their Jewish manager was ripping them off with terrible contracts. Right. So even Cube ended up saying the same thing, but when Cube did it,
he was already gone.
He was gone. He was a solo artist at the time. Then they kicked Griff out at that. But Cube said it with the NWA. He said it's something different. So NWA had a Jewish manager, and so did a Public Enemy. So they like to say that they not controlling stuff. They all through the damn music industry.
They got their hands. They got their hands all over the place.
Right. So when it goes back to that pushing that where you got this dumbed down ass music from these kids nowadays, you know who's behind pushing them to rap that type of music.
Right.
It's them.
Blueface and
they're trash.
What's that dude's name?
Takashi
6ix9ine, the rainbow hair.
Kakashi.
You know he Issachar.
Yeah, he's
Issachar.
Damn.
Yeah, he's Northern Kingdom.
Silly dog.
So you can't blame all that stuff on Judah. All y'all Judah haters out there. Go back to the article. Go back to that. Scroll down. Let's scroll down. Read that right there.
Despite repeated assertions,
yeah.
The decision is not about hate. Griffin goes on to discuss how reference to Semitic language and people have absolutely nothing to do with any white people.
He's right. The Semitic language and people ain't got nothing to do with you. Although Esau is Semitic, right? We understand that. But in the context of them being the chosen people of God, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's right.
Because you're not.
Right.
And we're going to prove that too here in a minute. Just bear with us. Go back to it.
The two then continue the conversation and discuss how accusations of anti-Semitism are used by Jews to foster division and to disempower black people. They also talk about how,
see, you notice that's what he just mentioned right there. Every single time we as a people try to organize or come together and talk amongst each other, and we exclude him, right? He's automatically offended.
Oh yeah, automatically.
Right.
He has to be in every conversation. We have to reference him somehow in every conversation we have.
Right. I'm offended.
You offended me, brother.
Go back to that. Read that.
And to disempower black people. They also talk about how, like a stolen bike, it is time for black people to reclaim the term Semitic.
Oh, I like that. Because I didn't watch the interview, so I didn't know the actual details of the conversation. It's time for black people to reclaim the term Semitic. I like it. Read that.
Right.
Cannon, trying to explain the discussion isn't about hate speech, goes on to deny legitimacy of Jewish people.
He's not wrong. Go ahead. Scroll down.
I was watching the interview. He said, Nick Cannon was like, oh, they don't want us to be them. He said, no, they don't want us to be us.
Right. They don't want us to be us. That's a heavy point. We're going to break it out. Read that paragraph in 2 paragraphs.
It's never hate speech. You can't be anti-Semitic when we are the Semitic people.
That's right.
Right?
Nick Cannon speaking the truth.
That's right.
Read on.
Cannon said, when we are the same people who they want to be. That's our birthright. Cannon continued. We are the true Hebrews.
That's right. That's right. Hey, now go back out of this. Let's go to the next article right there. So that's what Nick Cannon got in the fire for. Basically saying we are the Israelites, the people of the book. In so many words is what he's saying. And that our identity has been stolen.
That's right.
That's what he's bringing out. Go to that next article.
Dr. Boyce Watkins.
Now, a lot of people, I know if you've been paying attention, if you're into social media, you know who Boyce Watkins is. He owns his own financial company, and he's pro-black when it comes to speaking up for black people. So he got his own platform where he can speak his own words and not have to worry about the repercussions, like Deshaun Jackson and Nick Cannon and Stephen Jackson, right? Let's see what he said about the Nick Cannon situation.
We're going to start from the top of the
Read the second one.
I wonder if Nick Cannon is going to stick to his words or end up on the apology tour.
That's heavy right there. He saw it on the cool train, right? He saw it as soon as he said something. So Boyce Watkins knew what's going on. Is he gonna stick to his guns or is it gonna be on the coon train? Coon train. Go back to that. Go back to it. Let's read that.
I personally don't believe a black man should apologize unless he knows he was truly wrong or incorrect.
I agree with that, right?
Nick wasn't wrong.
He what?
Nick wasn't wrong.
Nick wasn't wrong. So even Boyce Watkins know a little bit of something.
Yeah, listening.
They watching. You're right. The truth spreading. Yeah. So he said he wasn't wrong. But what do y'all think Nick Cannon end up doing? It's all over the news, man. We can't hide it, man. Here we go. Y'all know what Nicky do.
Nickelodeon. Nick.
Hey, let's see what he did. Did he stick to his guns or did, because this is how he started out, right? We all was pulling for Nick, right?
Oh.
Read that for us, officer.
Nick Cannon responds after Viacom CBS
that's what it's called.
Viacom CBS officially terminates relationship with him.
Now read the first paragraph. He got fired, so he's like, okay, whatever. Read that first paragraph.
I am deeply saddened in a moment so close to reconciliation.
I don't know what that means. Go ahead.
That the powers that be misused an important moment for us to all grow closer together and learn more about one another. Instead, the moment was stolen and hijacked to make an example out of outspoken black man.
Of an outspoken black man. They've been doing that recently, right? That's that, like Bishop brought up, the Willie Lynch.
Right.
Well, you take the biggest, the baddest, the strongest. In this case, you take the Negro with the most followers and influence, and you make him bow down before us.
That's the Kunta syndrome. I'm gonna tell you what that is. The Kunta syndrome is hitting. I'm making plain and easy. If you've seen Roots, this is the Kunta part. No. I'm Kunta.
Yeah.
Kunta Kinte.
But I gave you the name
The
Toby.
next step, what happened afterwards, that was the Toby syndrome.
Yeah.
Right.
What's your
All
name?
that you heard right there is Kunta. Man.
Toby. Broke everybody's heart. This is what happened.
Here we go.
You remember on that Kunta on that Roots video where when he finally said Toby, the black woman looked up like he gave her. That's the same thing that happened with Nick Cannon, Deshaun Jackson, Stephen Jackson, all apologized. All black folks like,
Hey, Cap, we can get them brothers some scripts.
Hey, hold on. Let's finish it. I'll read that. Go back to it. So he's tough.
Sounds
He's
strong.
Outspoken black man. Read on.
I will not be bullied, silenced, or continuously oppressed by by any organization, group, or corporation. I am disappointed that Viacom does not understand or respect the power of black community.
Oh, them was big words right there. I don't know if a lot of people probably didn't know that he was speaking tough. Like, hey, you apologizing to nobody.
I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going down like that. I'm standing on my own. We the real Hebrew. We the Israelites the Bible speaks of. What y'all think, Nick Cannon? What y'all think Nick Cannon done? He had camp muscles, didn't he?
Damn.
That's what he was. Camp muscles, man, and he wasn't ready for it.
He wasn't ready. Damn.
Israel, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Ready.
He wasn't always ready. Pull up that next article and see what happened to Nick Cannon.
Man.
Did he stick to it? Hey, go to the top. Go all the way to the top. Well, read that for us.
Yahoo News or Entertainment. Nick Cannon apologizing.
Nick Cannon apologized, man.
You did it, y'all.
You ain't apologizing to nobody. You ain't oppressing me and taking away my freedom of speech. Next day. Nick Cannon apologized.
Less than 24 hours.
Pull your precept.
Hey, I wonder if Mariah gave him a call or something.
Hey, Mariah gave him. Hey, you mean you don't got a job anymore?
What you mean you ain't got a job?
Right. Hey, Mariah called him like, hey, I want you, hey, nigga, I know what you think you're talking about. But you got child support to pay over here. Oh, you're right. I forgot all about them 2 kids I got with you. You damn devil.
Let me go write that letter.
Cap. It says, I pulled up something right here. It says, Nick Cannon Wild 'N Out brand is worth $500 million.
Net brand.
Hey, can I pull the script real quick?
Hey, Officer Daniel had one first, man. Pull your Officer Daniel. Hey,
go to
make sure, I want y'all to pull up Facebook, Four Corners News page. Go ahead, officer.
Go to Mark 8, and I want you to read verse 36.
Bring it out.
Mark,
man.
chapter 8 and verse 36.
If you watching, Nick, apply the scripts.
This is for you.
This is for you. Read.
Mark chapter 8 verse 36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Read.
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
So Nick, you understand the scriptures. You've been watching.
Yeah.
You know that we Israel. You know who your enemies are.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, what it said? Read that end again.
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Stand on your guns.
That's written in red too, right?
That is written in red. That's Christ's word.
Christ, the Black Messiah.
That's right.
I just showed you right there.
Right.
It was go time, Nick.
Yeah.
It was go time, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
It was go time. But guess what happened? You folded.
And
it's sometimes that happens because a lot of our brothers and sisters, they get they get excited about the wisdom, get excited about the knowledge, and they don't know how to chop up the oppressors in half with the scriptures because it takes time. It takes application. Yeah. Then you're able to go out and do what you do. Right. But there's a time and a place for that.
Heavy point.
There's a time and a place for that.
Yeah, that was that fire.
That's a straight cut. Straight cut.
And this is what we want to point out to a lot of our brothers and sisters in the entertainment stuff. It's a different because we've been pulling out that you entertainers, you just need to just play the background, do like Nicodemus did. He came by night. Yeah. See, the difference is you opened your mouth before God.
There you go.
That's the difference. You opened your mouth before God and everybody.
Right.
And you proclaimed your faith in front of everybody. We the Israelites, we the Hebrews, this is what it was. Right. And then when Massa came down on you, you backtracked. It's a major difference from you playing the background and you actually open your mouth, and now God's like, stand on your own too and trust in the Lord with all your might. What did they do? They trusted in man and repented and apologized for the truth that they know.
It's true, right?
It's true. Hey, go to Ecclesiastes. The Bible
Bring it out,
life, man. It got all the answers.
That's right.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, and we're going to read verse 2. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Be not rash with thy mouth.
This is what God say. Watch the words that come out your mouth.
Right.
Be not rash with them. Understand the situation that you in. Read.
And let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God.
We are the real Hebrews.
That's right.
Not saying the information is wrong, because it sure the hell ain't wrong. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. But if you open your mouth, you better be ready to stand on your own truth and defend God. Read on.
For God is in heaven and thou upon earth. Therefore, let thy words be few.
Keep your mouth shut is what God's saying. Everything, and we had to all learn this, that everything that you know and you understand, everybody don't need to know that.
Right.
You can play the background. You can keep it quiet. You can use wisdom amongst wolves.
Right.
Support in the back.
Jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it. For he have no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed.
So whatever comes out your mouth, you better make sure that you follow through with it, is what God said. Read on.
Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay.
It's better. God said it's better that you better don't even open your mouth.
Say nothing.
Don't even say nothing if you ain't ready to defend it.
Right.
That's what God said. Read verse 6. Now if you open your mouth and then you don't defend what came out your mouth,
here we go.
Read verse 6.
Verse 6. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin.
To do what?
To sin.
Don't open your mouth, because you're going to cause yourself to be in the midst of sin if you ain't ready to defend it.
Right.
Read on.
Neither say thou before the angel.
Because we all got our own angel, our guardian angel.
Woo.
This is you going on and apologizing, right? Don't say before the angel. Read on.
That it was an error.
I didn't know what I was saying. I didn't understand the Jewish history.
Right.
I didn't know what I didn't know. I was offending anybody when I said we the Israelites.
Right.
God said what? Neither say thou before the angel, I am sorry. I'm sorry for who I offended.
Right.
I didn't mean to say that. I take back everything that I said. Go to the article. We're going to prove it. Go to the article. Here we go. We're going to prove it. Because this is where the truth speaks. Go down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Read that right there.
Nick Cannon is apologizing for anti-Semitic remarks.
Neither say thou before the angel that he wasn't there. I'm apologizing for those comments. Read on.
That he made during a recent podcast episode. First and foremost, I extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers.
Keep reading, man.
For the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth.
Don't open your mouth, God said.
During my interview with Richard Griffin.
Hey, check this, because
a good name.
Richard, good name. Yeah. When the master give you something, you take it.
Take it.
Man, hey, man, this is cold-blooded, man. Hey, go back to it, man. Go back to it. Read that.
Cannon, age 39, wrote on Twitter Wednesday evening.
Read that. Read those paragraphs right there. Read that.
They reinforce the worst stereotypes of a proud and magnificent people.
Oh my goodness, man. Go ahead. This is disgusting.
And I feel ashamed of the uninformed and naive place that these words.
Oh my goodness, man. Hey, I don't know whose is worse, man. Nick Cannon, Deshaun Jackson, Steven Jackson. I don't know whose apology's worse.
He just retract his whole statement.
Whole statement. He backtracked. I lied on the podcast. I don't agree with Dr. McGriff.
Right.
All of that stuff that I said. I was high. I was drunk. I don't know what was going on.
Right. He was naive.
Misinformed.
He was
that phone call.
Damn.
He's dumb. openly just said that right there. You embarrassed the whole faith right there with that foolishness.
That's heavy, man. Heavy. Read on in there. Go back to it. Yeah, read that.
They reinforce the worst stereotypes of a proud and magnificent people, and I feel ashamed of the uninformed and naive place that these words came from.
So jump down to the next paragraph. Look at this. It even gets worse, man. The last two. Read that.
While the Jewish experience encompasses more than 5,000 years.
Boom! BS! Woo. You know how you know this is BS? Whenever quote-unquote Jewish people get to talking, they never go past 1948.
Bring it out.
Look at all of them. Look at the interviews they talk about. Right. They always mention what? He don't know his history. He doesn't know about World War II.
Right.
The Jewish Holocaust. That's 1944 to 48. They don't go past it.
That's right.
Ain't no damn 5,000 years of history.
Right.
The reason why they don't go past 5,000 years of history is because you go past 1948, we're going to start unraveling the lines.
Right.
There we go.
Bring it up.
We're going to start unraveling the lines.
That's
Black,
right.
Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Israelites according to
That's right.
We the real Jews.
That's right.
Look it up. Look up the interviews. They don't go past 1948. They don't do that. They try their best not to go back to Egypt.
Right.
They don't want that.
Oh, you ain't fooling us. Nah. Go back to it, man. Go back to it. Read that paragraph.
While the Jewish experience encompasses more than 5,000 years, and there is so much I have yet to learn.
Oh, terrible.
I have had at least a minor history lesson over the past few days.
I'm telling you right now, Nick Cannon is lying.
Hey, Cap.
That's a lie. He said I had a minor history lesson. Negro, you got on your podcast and was talking some heavy. The stuff he was talking on that podcast, you only know that from researching.
Right.
He's lying right there to save his ass.
Yeah.
That's right.
You don't want that gift to depart from his hand.
Oh, my God.
Real quick, let me
Go ahead, Cat.
Go to Luke.
I'm frustrated, man.
Man.
Luke 21 and 14. Luke 21:14.
Here we go.
This is it. This is what happens right here.
Luke.
Go ahead.
Chapter 21 and verse 14.
You're gonna read down to 15.
Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer.
Read on.
For I will give you a mouth and wisdom.
This is the promise given to the men of understanding, the wise men. Men who's going to humble down, take their time, meditate day and night on the laws of God. Watch this. Read it from the top, verse 15.
For I will give you a mouth and wisdom.
He will give you a mouth and wisdom. He'll give you that mouth to speak his word, to defend his word, when to use it. That's the wisdom. Read.
Which all your adversaries.
Which what?
All your adversaries.
All your what?
Adversaries.
Come on.
Shall not be able to gainsay.
That's why they don't want us on those major platforms.
Right.
They don't want Bishop on there. They don't want our deacons up there.
That's right.
Why? Because they know what we spitting, what we showing the people.
That's right.
Lighting the eyes, bringing the people out of darkness. No, they can't gainsay that.
That's right.
And we match it with the history. They can't gainsay that.
Can't gainsay it.
That's the wisdom.
That's right. Can't do nothing against it. Go back to it because I want to read the last part of that. It said, I have had at least a minor history lesson over the past few days, and to say that it is eye-opening would be a vast understatement. Oh, man, this is sickening, man. I want to throw up in my mouth, man. Oh, man. That's Captain Zakar throwing up in his mouth, man. Read the last paragraph right there.
The actor expressed his gratitude to rabbis.
Oh, my goodness. Ain't that what they did to Deshaun Jackson?
Yep.
You gonna sit down in front of this camera and you gonna speak with this old man with a costume on and listen to how we went through the Holocaust. Where was they at? How come didn't nobody talk to my damn great-great-granddaddy when he was going through Jim Crow?
Right.
Did nobody give a damn how he felt when they was calling him niggers and coons and monkeys?
Right. Bring it out.
You didn't sit down with him. Ain't no white man, ain't no damn Arab man, ain't no damn East Indian man. Ain't nobody sat down with my ancestors and cared how they felt.
That's the wisdom, Cap. That's the wisdom that comes out of our mouth. We would say that.
We would say that. Well, you don't care nothing about mine.
I wonder how much rabbis know about our history.
Right.
I really would like. I'd like to know, rabbis. That's a challenge to you. Can you elaborate on the 400, 500 year and plus the atrocities that happened to the Native Indians?
Bring it out.
I would love to hear that.
Please do.
Out of the mouth of a rabbi.
He ain't gonna sit down with you. No, you too black. You too black. He ain't gonna
This
sit down.
interview is over.
No, he gonna be like, oh no, this black ass. He knows
This interview
something.
is over.
The black and the bear, the sweet and he knows something. I can't sit down with him. He gonna run circles around me. No, go back to it, man. Go back to that last part. Read that. The actor.
The actor expressed his gratitude to rabbis, community leaders, and institutions who reached out to me to help enlighten me.
Oh my goodness.
Instead of chastising me.
Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You should have reached out to Israel United.
That's right.
Reach out to Bishop Nathaniel.
Right.
Deacon Yawasab. Deacon Aitan. Deacon Malachi. Deacon, all of the deacons.
Right.
Deacon ASAP, they'll give you a history lesson for your ass. But we're going to do it for you right here on Four Corners News.
Right.
Here we go. Now, see, this is how you got to do it if you want to say this carefully. Nick Cannon, Deshaun Jackson. You got to use their own people in their own history so they can't say you anti-Semitic because you're using their history books and their people. Pull up the book. Pull it up. Pull it up.
There we go.
Woo. Now, you know that's a Jewish name right there. Arthur Koestler, the 13th tribe. He's a Jewish historian that wrote a book about his own people that said if we are part of the 12 tribes of Israel, God had to make a 13th tribe.
Damn.
He said he had to. There's no way that it matches up with the history, the 5,000 years of history that the rabbi took. It don't match up, so it got to be a 13th tribe.
There you go.
Go to the page. Go to the page. I think this is no. Go back. It's one before that. It's page 17. Page 17. Go back. You're going the wrong way. Right there. There we go. Oh no. No. Go the other way. Right there. There we go. Read that. It should be in order. Read that.
All right. What is in dispute is the fate of the Jewish Khazars after the destruction of their empire in the 12th or 13th century. On this problem, the sources are scant, but various late medieval Khazar settlements are mentioned in the Crimea.
That's Russia, right? So they got a historical reference and documents of Khazars, right? Read on.
In the Ukraine, in Hungary, Poland, and Lithuania.
So it's not just in Russia because it's the Crimea. It's in a bunch of different countries in Europe about the history of Jewish Khazars, right? Read on.
The general picture that emerges from these fragmentary pieces of information is that of a migration of Khazar tribes and communities into those regions of Eastern Europe.
These are historians, y'all. Read that. Go to the next page.
Mainly Russia and Poland, where at the dawn of the modern age, the greatest concentrations of Jews were found. This has led several historians to conjecture that the substantial part of perhaps the majority of Eastern Jews,
Europe, go ahead,
and hence of world Jewry, might be of Khazars,
Edomites, read,
and not of the Semitic origin.
That is not our words right there.
Man.
And not of Semitic origin. That's in their book, their history book, page 17.
Bring it out.
They had to kill that man right there.
They killed him for that.
They killed him and his wife. Make it look like a suicide.
Go to the next page. Go to that highlighted. Now check this out.
Here we go.
Read that whole paragraph right there.
This was written before the full extent of the Holocaust was known.
This is before the Holocaust, right? So this is old history.
Right.
Break it out.
Read on.
But that does not alter the fact that the large majority of surviving Jews in the world is of Eastern European.
Edomites, read.
And thus perhaps mainly of Khazar origin. If so, this would mean that their ancestors came not from the Jordan.
To this, y'all. The ancestors of Jewish people came not from the Jordan, read.
But from the Volga,
which is in Europe. Go ahead.
Not from Canaan, but from the Caucasus.
From the Caucasus Mountains. Read on.
Once believed to be the cradle of the
Aryan race. The white race. The Caucasus Mountains.
Bring it out.
That's why they call themselves what? Caucasians. Is that hate speech? Is that anti-Semitism? No. That's what they call themselves. Yeah. Caucasians.
Right.
Facts. And we ain't taking it back.
That's right.
Go back to it because it gets better. Read that.
And that genetically they are more closely related to the Hun, Igor, and Magyar tribes than to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Y'all doing too much on FCN, man. Y'all cutting left and right, man. Y'all can't keep doing this to him. Read the green part, though. Read that.
Should this turn out to be the case, then the term anti-Semitism.
The what?
Anti-Semitism.
If this is true, which it is, and they trying to have the term anti-Semitism,
would become void of meaning.
It becomes what?
Void of meaning.
See, this is the history that Nick Cannon, Deshaun Jackson, Steven Jackson, and you entertainers, this is what you need right here.
Right.
Read on.
You too busy reading Anne Frank and all that.
Then the term anti-Semitism would become void of meaning. Read on.
Based on misapprehension shared by both the killers and their victims. The story of the Khazar Empire, as it slowly emerges from the past,
pay attention to this, y'all.
begins to look like the cruelest hoax which history has ever perpetrated.
I can't do it no more. Read. It says what? This begins to look like the cruelest hoax which history has ever perpetrated.
Bring it out.
They have literally stolen the identity of a whole nation of people.
Bring it out.
Right.
That's what it's saying. This is the cruelest hoax in history. Go to the next page. It's another page right
Cut
after.
them up.
Go to that. Go to that next page.
Where the truth speaks.
Now, why would they steal somebody's identity? This is from their own history book. We're still in the same book, y'all.
Right.
Read that.
The apparent logic of the decision is, of course, due to the deceptive clarity of hindsight. In reality, the conversion to Judaism required...
The what?
The conversion to Judaism...
The conversion. You can't convert to be a Jew. You got to be born one from the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
This is what you don't understand. These Jewish people have converted.
And it's documented.
I'm glad you pointed that out. Go back to it. Read that.
In reality, the conversion to Judaism required an act of genius. Yet both the Arab and Hebrew sources on the history of the conversion, however varied in detail, point to a line of reasoning as indicated above. To quote Beery once more.
That's a historian. Beery, read.
There can be no question,
without absolute doubt,
that the ruler was actuated by political motives in adopting Judaism.
Damn. That's a cold history book right there. It said it had to be a political movement for them to adopt Judaism. There was some benefits in us claiming that we are the Jews.
Right.
Go ahead, officer.
Hey, Cap, that's heavy. What you brought out is heavy.
We got more. It get more heavier.
It gets deep.
Watch this. They need to keep tuning in. Them brothers need to keep tuning in.
Bring it out, man.
And follow the scriptures. Watch this. Go to Acts. Because it's all documented like Cap brought out.
That's right.
Go to Acts chapter 26 and read verse 2.
Bring it up.
Acts.
Y'all know who King Agrippa is.
Acts chapter 26 and verse 2. I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day before thee, touching all the things whereof I am accused of the Jews.
This is Paul talking to King Agrippa, because the Jews were lying on Paul to crucify him.
Right. And when he say Jews, he's talking about southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi.
Right.
Go ahead.
Read.
Especially because I know thee to be an expert in all customs and questions which are among the Jews. Wherefore I beseech thee to hear me patiently.
So Paul said that King Agrippa was an expert in the customs and questions which are among the Jews. Yep. How did Agrippa get acquainted with the customs and the questions?
Become an expert in it.
Become an expert.
Yep.
Exactly what we was reading about in those history books.
He converted at an early age and had been in our schools learning our ways.
Right.
Hey, go to the next one. Go to the next one on there. Now look at this. Whenever they say they're anti-Semitic, remember, now look, I see this ain't our stuff.
No,
this is their own people saying this.
There we go.
Read that. That's the Jewish Karen right there. Read that.
Anti-Semitic? It's a trick.
It's a what?
It's a trick. We always use it.
That's from the mouth of the what do they say? The horse, the mouth.
The horse's mouth.
The horse's mouth. Say we always. It's a trick. It ain't real. Go back to it. Finish read that.
It's a trick. We always use it to stifle legitimate criticism of Jews and Zionist Israel.
We always use it whenever you want to pull out historical facts that we are not the people of the book.
Right.
It's a hoax. Right. Exactly right.
Plain and simple, they playing the victim's role.
There you go.
They play the victim. Oh, hold on. This person sounds like they know what they're saying. Anti-Semitism. Roll on the floor. They throw a rock at me. Come on.
You put the definition of anti-Semitism last Sabbath, right? Yeah. It said like
it's a working definition.
A working definition,
meaning
that we can use it for whatever we want to use it for.
If you want to pull out historical, truthful facts. Anti-Semitism,
right.
We don't even care if it's true,
right?
But it's because we created the definition, and it's a working definition. We can change it anytime we want to. So that means truth don't even matter no more,
right? We can change the truth. Who changed the truth?
Hey, go back to that picture though. Go back to it. Let's read that Jewish Karen.
It's a trick. We always use it. When from Europe, if someone is criticizing Israel, we bring up the Holocaust. When in this country, USA, people are criticizing Israel, then they are anti-Semitic.
You can't even speak the truth about it. Read on.
Those black bars for me. And the organization is strong and has a lot of money, and the ties between Israel and the American Jewish establishment are very strong, and they are strong in this country.
Read that bottom part so we know who this came from.
Former Israeli minister.
Israeli minister, go ahead.
Shulamit Aloni, Democracy Now!, August 14, 2002.
So it's not a lie. She did an interview and she said it's a trick, and she was in the government for the Israelis, not the Israelites, the Israelis. She was in the government for them. She said it's a trick. Damn. It's a get out of jail free card, like Brother Elisha was saying on YouTube. Go to the next article down. Go back to it. It gets better. So look at this. You can't use that anti-Semitism on us because we got historical facts from books that Jewish people wrote.
Right.
Bring it out. Here we go. Our Living Bible. I want you to read the names on that.
Our Living Bible. Old Testament text by Michael Advi Yonah. New Testament text by Emil G. Kraling.
That's how you say it. These are Jewish people.
Definitely
right
not Tyrone.
That definitely ain't Tyrone. And they may black folk that made this up. So you can't call them anti-Semitic, right? Go to the pictures of the people that are in the Living Bible. Now, when you see Jewish people, they are what you would say were passed as Caucasian people, because that's who they are, Edomites. But when you go to the images of them in Egypt, you see black people on the walls. For those of you that don't know, this is Joseph sitting on the throne in Egypt. That's Joseph sitting on the throne in Egypt. He looked black as hell to me.
Right. Blackity black.
Blackity black, black, black. Black.
Blackity black.
Go to the next image. Because we got facts.
That's right.
Now read the underlying words right there.
Zoom in just a little bit. Yep.
Read those.
The new ruler began a systematic oppression.
Hold on. He did what?
Began a systematic oppression.
Who's the people in 2020? Who's the people since 1690 that have been facing systematic oppression? You have never heard that word applied to Jewish people.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Never heard that they have been systematically oppressed.
Right.
But you hear that word when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And Jewish people wrote it in their own book. Yeah. Go back to it. Go back to it. What's the color of those people that are systematic? Oppressed.
Blackity black.
Blackity black, 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 black. Go back to it. Go back to the, read that.
The new ruler began a systematic oppression of the Israelites. They were conscripted as laborers and set to work on great construction schemes under the lash of Egyptian taskmasters to whom their own foremen. The officers of the children of Israel were responsible.
So they set taskmasters. Now look, you look to the right up there under the picture, it says what? Painting from Tomb of Rekhmire, 15th century BC. Woo! That's over 5,000 years ago, Nick Cannon.
Bring it out.
And the people sure don't look like the people claiming to be Jews today.
That's right.
Go to the next picture, because it gets deep.
They don't know about that one.
Read from the top and on down to the green part. Zoom in some for
us. The Church of Sardis, though corrupt, still has a number of the pure and faithful members worthy to wear white raiment. White was the hallowed garb of purity. Garb of purity among the pagans, as well as among the Christians and Jews.
Read that highlighted part.
Thus the Israelite priests.
The who?
The Israelite priests.
The who?
The Israelite priests were dressed in white linen.
And I dropped the mic.
Oh man.
Go scroll up some so you can see the picture.
Here we go.
Them show the hell don't look like Jewish people.
That's right.
Not at all.
You got white garments and black faces.
And read
the color right.
They had to get the color right.
Yeah, they had to.
Read that bottom right hand corner.
Priest on a fresco from Dura Europus,
which is in Rome. Yeah. That's in Rome, y'all. That's over there in Europe on the other side, y'all. What's the date on it though?
3rd century AD.
3rd century.
You can't that. Still up there. Come on.
No. Go back, scroll up so you can see them faces, man. I want them to see, because a picture's worth what? 1,000 words.
That's right.
In this case, a picture is worth the truth.
That's right.
Right.
Color does matter.
Color does matter because it's going to speak to, and I want you to understand, this is out of their books written by Jewish people.
So it can't be anti-Semitic.
It can't be anti-Semitic.
Because they wrote it.
Oh, it's going to get better, y'all. It's going to get even better. Go to the next picture. Go to the next one.
Can't gainsay or resist.
Now look at that. Look at that. What do we got here? Ooh. It says the Israelites, but it got white folk on the front of the cover.
Right.
What the hell is this?
Right. What the hell is this?
What the hell is this? What's going on? The Israelites. White folk, right? Can you please open the book? Go ahead, officer.
Cap, you see that? If you see that in the library, you'll walk right past that.
Yeah, I'm going to open it. Oh, yeah, the Israelites is white people.
White people. I'm gone.
Jehovah's Witness pamphlets.
I throw those away.
I throw those away. You're right. Hey, go to that. Go to the image. So it's got a white. Go back one more picture, because I don't want them to miss it. Go back one more.
So this book, you see the front cover to distract you. So black folks will walk right past it. Oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
Next picture.
Book is over.
Black people. Damn.
The truth.
Hey, this is written by them.
Yeah.
This is them. Can you scroll in so we can zoom in so we can read that little paragraph to the top right? Read that for us, officer.
Treatment of laborers in Egypt was harsh during the time of the Israelites' bondage. And this detail from the 15th century tomb painting.
Hold on. It says what? In this detail from a what?
From a 15th century tomb painting.
That's a long damn time ago, Nick Cannon.
Right.
There's your 5,000 years right there if you want it. Read on.
A farm overseer administers a thrashing as the second slave begs to be spared.
Hold on, so you mean them two that's getting beat right there are Israelites getting beat by a taskmaster, another Israelite?
You can't deny that.
Let's go to Exodus chapter 1. Here we go.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Go to it. Leave the picture up there. Leave it up there. I want them to see the Bible.
That's right.
Exodus chapter 1 and where we want to start at? Let's see. Exodus chapter
Verse
1
11.
and read verse 11.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
So you got one Israelite beating two other Israelites. Read on.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramesses.
Just like black folk in America built the damn White House. That's why when you go past and you see construction being done on the roof, it's damn Mexicans, the Israelites. Go back to read the picture now. Finish that picture out. According to the book.
According to the book of Exodus, it was just such an episode involving an Israelite that incited Moses to kill an Egyptian and flee beyond the Pharaoh's jurisdiction.
So you looking at three Israelites right there in your face. Go back one picture so we can see what the Israelites look like on the front of the cover.
Here we go.
Oh, goddamn.
Come on now.
Come on, man. Go, keep going to the next picture.
How did they get the picture inside the book to the picture outside the book?
Right. They let you know. Look at this. The pictures that they draw of themselves are lies, but the actual historical facts from ancient time is telling you the truth of who the real Israelites are today.
That's right.
Right.
Now look at this. This is a picture of Moses, right? And these are the Egyptians drowned in the Red Sea. Now this being whitewashed over a period of time. This is also found in Rome. But just so you don't get, oh, that's a Jewish man right there. If you want to ask me, it doesn't look like us black people today, right?
Bring it out.
That's Moses, right?
Right.
We got a brother in the studio. Here we go. Take a cold hard look at that picture. We got a brother, an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's right. Right now, that look exactly like that picture.
Right.
Can you pull up the next picture? You can't tell us we ain't the Israelites. Go to the next.
Hey, that's Israelite feature.
Soldier Lemuel look just like Moses on the picture. Tell me I'm lying. YouTube, Facebook. Talk to me. Tell me I'm lying. Go back to the picture of Moses.
Oh.
What the hell is this?
You can't tell me we ain't the Israelites. That's a 3,000-year-old picture right there of Moses.
That's right.
And can you get a modern day picture of an Israelite right now? Let's see how he looks. That looks just like a Soldier Lemuel. You can't tell me we ain't the damn Israelites. That's right. Hey, Soldier Lemuel, you gonna be famous now. You go to Passover, they gonna say, "Hey, Moses." You made it, man.
The Most High just gave him his spiritual name.
Tell me we ain't the damn Israelites.
Moses.
Hey, you might be Levi, Soldier Lemuel. You know, Gad. Okay, all right, you can play for Gad. You can go for that. Shout out to Captain Gad. Hey, now go to the next picture. It gets better.
It gets deep.
But look at this. When they draw the pictures of their own self, they sure the hell don't look like the pictures in Egypt.
Right.
They sure the hell don't look like the pictures in ancient Rome.
Right.
But when they draw pictures of themselves, they sure in the hell do look Jewish. Somebody's out here lying.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Go to the next image. sure the hell do look like Jewish people when they draw the pictures of themselves.
Right.
But they can't pull it off the walls.
But you can't go to Egypt and see the same thing. You can't go to ancient Rome. That's why you go to World War II.
Right.
Right.
1948, you don't go past that because you ain't gonna see no damn images that look like you in ancient times.
Right.
Bring it out.
Man, we gonna keep spreading this truth. Now, do you got the Facebook pulled up real quick? Now, we did a survey. We reached out to our brothers and sisters in Israel. We wanted to know how they felt when they heard the news of Nick Cannon.
Bring it out.
Apologize. But the key to it was they can only explain it in gifts. How did you feel when Nick Cannon apologized only in gifts? Can you pull up Facebook for us? So read that for us, officer. Damn, 229 comments. Israel, y'all went in.
They went in. What was the look on black people's face when Nick Cannon apologized for speaking the truth? Gifts only.
Gifts only. Let's go down. Let's go to the gifts. Let's go through the gifts. Where we at? We don't see it first. Go down. Okay, look at that. Look. hey, scroll up some. Scroll up some a little bit. Look, it says, we'll even confused after the week. Damn, Sister Judith, that was cold-blooded right there. Go to that. Go back up. Let's see that image one more time, man. Go back up. What happened? Dang, that was cold-blooded, man. Scroll down. Let's go through these gifts real quick. Next one. Let's scroll through them. The ones that pop up. Scroll through the ones that pop up. Keep going till they pop up. There we go. Ice Cube, even Ice Cube, like what?
You did right now.
Keep going, man. That Kevin Hart, what the hell?
The hell is this?
Keep going. Go to the ones that pop up. Oh, yeah, that's a famous gift. Shout out to Sister Tirza right there. Yeah. That's a famous one. Oh, hell no.
What?
Keep going. We're going to scroll through them. Just keep going. The teardrop.
Gotta give it to
Keep going. Just scroll through, man. Scroll through. What you talking about, Willis? Keep going, man. Keep going. We ain't going to stop. Even Uncle Shay, right? Shout out to Officer Seth. 4 quarters. Look at that with Kermit. What the hell?
Man, I'm going back to driving.
Damn, Nick!
I'm going back to driving on this one.
Go down. Let's see what Emmanuel had. Oh, damn.
Look at Pop.
Shout out to Brother Elisha. Sister Tirza again. Go ahead.
What?
Keep going. Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling. Baruch.
There you go.
Brother Matthew did Carmela eyes did pop up. Dang. Keep going. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Keep going. Uncle Shay again. Y'all ain't popping up, man. It ain't of the Lord, y'all. Hey, let's go back. Go back to the articles. Go back to the articles. So you see, the pictures they paint are Jewish, but the actual images are of black people, the Israelites, the Hispanics, the Native Americans. Keep going. Now, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Read that for us. What does that say?
The pyramid builders.
The who?
The pyramid builders.
The people that was out in that blazing hot-ass Egyptian sun in Africa. Of what? Read on.
Of ancient Egypt.
Read that up on there. A what? A modern
investigation of Pharaoh's workforce.
Of who?
Of Pharaoh's workforce.
Can you go back to Exodus chapter 1?
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 11.
All right, let's read verse, where we at? Verse 13, 14. Yep.
Exodus chapter 1 verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick.
In what?
In mortar and in brick.
Can you pull up the picture again? The book ain't got nothing in it. I just want the picture on the front. Woo! What the hell are they doing on the top? They making what? Brick and mortar.
That's right.
What's the pyramid builders of ancient Egypt? Pharaoh's workforce making brick and mortar.
There you go. Original
The
brick
truth
layers.
is speaking.
The truth shall set you free.
That's right.
That's right.
Now listen. Now look at this, y'all. We're about to end the show, y'all, cause we almost done. It's getting a little late here, right? now check this out. We're about to drop the heaviest of heavy bombs that you can imagine on them, right? Now I can't even. This is so heavy. I can't even show them the whole title of the book. Woo, that's how heavy it is, Officer Daniel. Officer Daniel. Pull it up for us, y'all. We're going to drop the mic. We're going to cut this show right up. So the author is Abba Eben. I give you that. Now, you know damn well that's a what? Jewish person, right?
Jewish.
He is Jewish. Abba Eben.
Jewish.
Hey, matter of fact, can we Google Abba Eben? Here we go. Can you Google up a picture of him real quick?
Eben.
Let's see what pops up.
Right.
All right, let's see what pop. They might have a picture of him. They might not. Oh, they do got a picture of him. Abba Eben. Here we go. He is the one that made the book, the pictures we about to go through.
Okay.
You see, he looked just like a Lyndon B. Johnson in that second picture, don't he? He looked just like an Edomite.
That's right.
A Caucasian. That's Abba Eben, y'all. Okay, can you go back to the book the book author? We're gonna go through this. So Abba Eben, right? Right man. Wrote the book. Oh, Jewish. I don't want to be anti-Semitic. Jewish man wrote the book. Okay, go to the next one. So that's how Bishop Nathaniel be doing it. That's all you get right there.
So jump up to $900.
If you want the title of the book, you got to message us on Four Corners News.
Right.
That's all you get, right? Now, can you go to the inside of the book? And I want you to read what's inside of the book that goes along with the pictures, the images.
Bring it out.
That are found in ancient Egypt.
Bring it out.
Bring it up.
Pull it up. Hold on to your seats, y'all. Hold on to your seats, y'all. Hold on to your seats, y'all. Read that for us, officer.
The explosion of the high coast,
The Hyksos.
may have marked the end of Hebrew power in Egypt and the beginning of the descent into bondage. Here, a Semite.
A what?
A Semite.
Nah, you lying. You ain't reading that right. Can you spell it out for the people?
A Semite. Humbles himself in an Egyptian tomb painting.
I dropped the mic. I'm leaving.
Hello.
Here we go. But we anti-Semitic though.
That's the proof right there.
No. You niggas is anti-Semitic. No. That don't say what you think it says. Hey, zoom out and get me an Officer Daniel. This is what they do right here. That ain't what you think it says right there. Jedi mind trick. That does not say that's a Semite. Right there.
Damn.
Go back to the picture. Read it again for him, officer.
Here, a Semite humbles himself in an Egyptian tomb painting.
Hold on, I thought but we anti-Semitic. When you say black people are Semites, Shemitic people, the Israelites, you saying we anti-Semitic, but your book got black folk in it.
Your book.
You anti yourself.
Caucasus Mountain
Don't make no sense.
writer, author, put that in his book. He let you know right there with the color, full blown color and everything. His picture's in black and white. But guess what? That picture that he put in there, real dark.
You know what it is?
Real black, man. That's exactly what you see.
You know what it is, Capo? They ain't expect niggas to ever read that.
Bring it out.
Right.
You didn't expect niggas to ever read that book. But the Spirit of the Lord is back. Right. And he is revealing. Give me that in Matthew. Go to the book of Matthew. Hey, don't turn off yet. Don't go to sleep. I know you got to go to the plantation tomorrow, but we got one more picture for you. Go to the book of Matthew, and I believe it's chapter 12 that I want to go to. See, this is what happens. Matthew chapter 12, and I want to read verse. Is it what I want? Matthew chapter 12, and let's read verse 10 and 11.
Matthew chapter 12 and verse 10.
And then we're going to go to another. Read that one.
And behold, there was a man which had his hand.
No, Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. That's what I want. 13 and 10.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parable?
Uh-huh.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Uh-huh.
But to them it is not given.
See, the Lord is revealing the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Who are the real Jews in the last day? Who are the Israelites? But to you that just want to research online and you don't want to actually study and go into the history yourself, the mysteries are not given unto you.
Right.
That's why you don't know these historical facts like that. And you go out there and speak and you get made to look like a fool.
There you go.
Want to skip steps.
You want to skip the steps that you got to go through. Now jump back to Matthew chapter 10, and I want you to read verse 26 and 27 real quick.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 26.
Yep.
Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered.
There's nothing hid, because they thought they can hide our true Semitic identity in books. Because what's the saying, Captain Barris? You want to hide anything from a Negro?
Put it in a book.
Put it in a book.
Right.
They thought they can hide it and cover it up from us. But Jesus said what? Read it again.
Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known.
That blacks in America and all throughout the earth, the Hispanics and Native Indians, we are Semitic people.
That's right.
It's being revealed and it's being known. Read on.
What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light.
What you study, you go out, and then you go out and speak it. What the Lord reveals to you in the spirit, and you study and you fact check, then you go out and speak it. Read on.
And what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetop.
And that's what we're going to do here on Four Corners News.
That's right.
You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Semitic people of the earth. The lights that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
We're going to preach that on the housetops, meaning we're going to spread it throughout the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
As long as the Lord gives us breath in our body.
And we're not apologizing at all.
We ain't
You damn right.
No, we're not apologizing.
The hell is this?
The hell is this? Hey, now look at this. It gets better. Go back to the pictures. Go back to the historical facts, right? That's the first one. I want you to read it one more time for him, officer.
The exclusion of the Hyksos may have marked the end of Hebrew power in Egypt and the beginning of the descent into bondage. Here, a Semite,
A who?
a Semite humbles himself in an Egyptian tomb painting.
Egyptian tomb painting, right? Go to the next one, because they'll be like, hey, that's just one picture. It was photoshopped. We don't believe it.
Uh-oh.
Well, we got more for you. Go to it. Can you read that for us right there, officer?
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
We've been reading that over and over again, right?
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage. Exodus chapter 1, verse 13 through 14.
Now read that.
Semitic captives.
You gotta say that loud. You gotta say that strong.
Semitic captives.
Semitic slaves in Egypt. Read.
Are shown in this ancient Egyptian painting.
Come on, man. Stop playing with us, man.
Right.
Stop playing. We got historical facts to back up what the Bible been saying for thousands of years.
Right.
This is where the truth speaks. Give me that in John chapter 8, verse 32, man. Give me that in John 8:32, man.
John chapter 8 and verse 32.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall shall make you free.
Read it one more time for the people that don't believe.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
And the truth is going to make you free from the mental bondage that you are African. The truth is going to make you free from having to apologize about your own true history.
Right.
Give me that in Isaiah chapter 51, verse 21. Go ahead, Cap. Go ahead.
Jump up to verse 31. Who was Christ speaking to? Read that.
John chapter 8 and verse 31. Then said Jesus to those Jews which believed on him.
That's heavy.
That's who Christ was speaking to. That's who the message is for.
Yep.
With Nick Cannon, he was speaking to those Jews, those Hebrews.
And that's the same thing today, that the truth will make you Israelites, Jews. It will set you free when you believe it.
That's right.
When you stop apologizing for what God said.
There you go.
Right.
Give me that now. Let me say Isaiah 51, verse 20 and 21. We almost done, y'all, but the Spirit of the Lord is moving on Four Corners News, man. It's been a while. We ain't been here in a while, man.
Right.
Like, the Lord held us back for a reason, so we can find that book that been sitting on the desk in our houses collecting dust. I want you to come back with a bang and drop this on them. Read that Isaiah 50. Let's read 20, 21.
Isaiah chapter 50 and verse
51, verse 20 and 21.
51 and verse 20.
No, let's get straight to the point. Verse 22, 23.
Verse 22. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith thy Lord, the Lord, and thy God, that pleadest the cause of his people. Behold, I've taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury.
What does that mean? That means that the Lord is lifting the bondage of the curses up off of us, and he's revealing to us in the last days that we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Now he's starting to pull out all this hidden history of us being Semitic people, us being the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in these last days. He's calling us back. Read on.
Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee.
God says that the tables are about to turn. Those that afflict you, that make you feel like less of an Israelite that you are. Those that want to racial profile you. Those that want to systemically oppress you through racism. The tables are going to turn soon enough. Read on.
Which have said to thy soul.
Which said to Nick Cannon. Which said to Deshaun Jackson. Which said to Steven Jackson. Which tried to say to Ice Cube. But Ice Cube said, the hell with y'all.
That's right.
I ain't apologizing for nothing.
That's right.
It says, which have said to thy soul. What?
Bow down. That we may go over.
That's what they did to Nick Cannon. That's what they did to our brothers. They got large platforms that announce to the world that we are the Semitic people of the book.
That's right.
They said, bow down, apologize, exalt our lie of who we are, so we can walk all over you. Read on.
And thou hast laid thy body.
And we did what?
Thou hast laid thy body as the ground.
And we agreed to it. Oh, I take back everything that I said. I did not mean to offend any of my Jewish friends. You laid your body to the ground so they can do what?
And as the street to them that went over.
You let these Jewish people walk all over you.
Right.
When they ain't got no facts.
Right.
They ain't got no proof that they are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
But you know why they lay down and bow down themselves so they can walk all over them? Because you serve mammon and not God.
Bring it out. Right.
You can't serve God and mammon.
Right.
You serve mammon, meaning money, you bow down and you let others walk all over you and you exalt their history so you can be on the ground and get make a damn, what they say, make $1 out of 15 cents.
Dang.
That love of money.
It's time for us to wake up as a people. I mean, what more do you want? Damn, I mean, it's day books. It's high time for you to wake up in these last days. You got something else you wanted to pull? Okay, all praise to the Most High, Captain Ferris. You got something? Hey. We didn't even get to go to Boyce Watkins, but hey, we'll save that for a class. But this has been Four Corners News. We are not a hate group.
That's right.
We are a truth group. Y'all got the disclaimer before we go. We are not anti-Semitic. We are pro-Semitic.
Bring it out.
That's right.
We love Semitic people. We love the Israelites.
That's right.
Who are you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, according to the Bible?
That's right.
And as we fade out, can you pull up the disclaimer for them? And before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to the tech team, to Soldier Lemuel, to Soldier Caleb. We've got Soldier Paul in the back, also with Officer Mosa, Officer Sirach on the ones and twos back there also. And we got our program manager, Officer Zion, keeping us on track. Captain Ferris?
Yes, don't forget Israel. Put your money where your mouth is. You support this truth, go ahead and make sure you support. All right, the Booster Club. Don't forget the Booster Club. We got the Booster Club that helps the wise men on this planet to travel to the four corners of the earth and preach the gospel so we could go home, y'all. Don't forget, support the Booster Club. Also, we have classes 7 days a week, 3 times a day for free. All right, make sure you log on and you learn your history, your culture.
That's
all right.
Right.
So hey, also, hold on. Big shout out also to those families that helped the sick amongst us.
That's right.
You know, provided the meals and everything. All praises to the Most High. Definitely, the Most High definitely using IUIC and major things. Even with this pandemic going on, you got a lot of families reaching out, putting in the work, reaching out to the families, bringing them medicine.
Showing that brotherly love.
Definitely.
Still building, right?
Yeah.
Still
Big
building.
shout out to that whole family.
That's right. All right. Hey, so Israel, with that, I've been Captain Zakar, and to my left,
Captain Severus.
To my right,
Officer Daniel.
To my far right,
Officer Lael.
And we make up Four Corners News. And with that, we say Shalom.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I want to start off by saying thank you to all of our Booster Club members for your many donations and much more, your prayers. We visited faraway countries and strange lands. We've even spoken to dignitaries and were detained for spreading the glorious gospel in Cuba. The truth is that the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel were scattered throughout the world. Help us on our journey as we continue to raise up the nation of Israel. 12 tribes worldwide. Join or donate today. Shalom.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.